We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Buying time is left. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Throwing again on second down. Newton going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That sun's going to be a factor all game long. I'm not sure it made a difference on that one, but it's something to think about on all deep throws during this time of year.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Newton. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Chase Young drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be fourth and long. Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. Gets past one man. 35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
3 yards remain for second down. Johnson running right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Jones. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Newton. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Vick. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Newton on first down. He sets to fire deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Uncorks one for Davis. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They're going to try and throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down.
And that's a big pickup.
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked by Ted Hendricks. And he'll return it to... Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Now a give. This is Bo running left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. They run with Jackson out of the gun. Bo will have the 1st down and a little extra. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Vic goes play action. And that is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Now Vic on 4th down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 67 yards, and the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side, complete to Ingram.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to.
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Under pressure, they got him again. Haloti Ngata. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll start with the option. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Now here's Vick. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They run on first down to Jackson. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. A toss play left to LaDainian Tomlinson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now a toss play for Bo. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play, Victor Moss, 48 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. So that one will be accepted. kick now from the 50. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Randy Moss, 50 yards. And the Ravens are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly... Oh, a miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. Now a hit and a loose football. And I believe he was able to get this back. He was. Boy, after giving up the touchdown, lucky that didn't turn into another. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the...
Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they've got the football, and they're already knocking on the door inside the 5 at the 4-yard line. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense. I thought he may go the distance to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them. And it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating. Definitely plenty of relief, though.
They go option right on 2nd and goal. The quick feet by Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Ravens open the lead up to 34-0. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And, boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy. Because
in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. Tucker now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's caught inside the 5. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Andre Rison as time expires in the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead on the final play of the half. And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. . 'Cause 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 ' The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. Gets by him and out of the daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 72 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Touchdown! It's complete. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Michael Vick, and the Ravens add on. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. Going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. And it's picked up by the... Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
As I look down at the sideline and see the special teams coach, you can just see those shoulders sagging, can't you?
Absolutely.
You talk about having some great emotion going. Think about the elation he was feeling on the return.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Michael Vick, and the Ravens continue to pour it on. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Here's Michael Vick. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. This is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play.
And oh, that is going to be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. Toss play to Jackson. And he's going to have another first down here as he's able to dive beyond the marker. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try the right side here with Bo. He'll have another first down and more. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll try the left side. Jackson.
The greatest show on earth, baby.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the two-point try. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Jackson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 126 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Jackson. And he goes diving forward to try to get an extra yard or two. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. Jackson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. It's a play fake. Now Vic. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Here's Vic. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will dive forward, but he is not going to be close to the first down marker. Turnover on downs. They get the completion, but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Off play action. Jones. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss. On second down, it's Jackson. Runs through the contact. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 151 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They'll run here with Bo. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss right. This is Tomlinson.
I'll do this for free.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Here's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Now, the offense will recover, but it won't make much difference here. This will still be a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running from the gun, Johnson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league. It's told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, the plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Another try for Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you?
Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Working with a 2nd and 4. They give to Johnson going right. Oh, spinning away. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Johnson. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Chris Johnson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
First carry for the Hall of Famer, it's Earl Campbell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
On 2nd down now. It's Campbell, and he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Now this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Jones. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Justin Jefferson from 13 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Arizona. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Jackson. And that's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, looking for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Cooks full extension. It's complete.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Jackson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Cardinals draw a bit closer. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Certainly no gimme here on the PAT. They're backed up now to a 42-yard extra point try. And that one makes it 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in.
Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And the Cards are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Jones on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Here's Jones on 3rd down. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's caught. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 42 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier McKinney. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception. This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've taken the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Jackson now. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Going up top. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On the handoff, here's Campbell. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got this to the 30 before. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And how about this for a start? This is out. Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. First carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. To throw, it's Brady. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as they'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. The Falcons send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Force the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings... ultimate team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And this one is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Brady now to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Off play action. Jones flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Josh Gordon there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And Jones will hit the deck here. And he is able to pick up the 1st down. The last drive, remember, a similar situation. He forced the ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing Jones. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going to try and throw. Rolling to his right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the